Hello, beer tubers, and welcome to another beer review with me, Peter, the Master of Hoppets. Today, joined by
Brett
of Anomyces. Checking out a beer once again, but in a fresh vintage. This is Trek and Crosby Hops and Bagby's Managing Expectations West Coast IPA.
Double IPA.
Double IPA.
Yeah.
It says IPA on here, but that's right. It's 8%. So we reviewed this last year, and first off, the color was not like this.
Oh, it was hazy and also darker.
Yes, but it was nice.
Yep.
But it seems like they stepped up their game. Brett just messaged me and said, dude, we're reviewing this and you don't have a choice. Pretty much, because he had this already and he loved it. He said, we're not going to go into details. You'll see when we try it. But it's an 8% all 2021 Centennial hopped West Coast IPA.
Yeah.
And this looks like the new school West Coast approach. Look at that. Yeah. So when we talk about new school West Coast approach, we talk about super light malt backbones that look like this, even though it might not essentially be new school.
Slightly green actually, because probably of the hopping.
Lots of hops.
Yeah.
But also, one of the big things often with these is the hop flavor often comes from techniques you use when you make New England IPAs. So you hop a West Coast IPA like New England IPA, but you still have more bitterness and all that dryness and everything, which is awesome. Yeah. So I'm really looking forward to this because you hyped this up a bit. Yeah. So beautiful golden, bright yellow color. It's super crystal clear. We love to see that. Yeah. And a white head. Let's check out the aroma. Super floral, super fruity. It's kind of tropical too.
It's pineapple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so weird. I got the same experience
pineapple
with
oil, like
almost like a hash oil or something like that.
It's pineapple kush.
Yes.
Oil.
But it's really much more. So you definitely sense it's a more old school hop because there is like an oily, resiny thing to it. Almost like if you've ever smelled CBD products or something like that. Because it's like cannabinoid oils. It has that kind of thing to it. Yeah. But I think that's because it's, it's hops. Yeah. And
but hops are the cool thing about it is, yes, it has an oily thing, but it's also that slightly tropical and to me very limey.
But I experienced this exact same thing with Hop Fu and also Disciples of Fu Chinook from North Park. Yeah. North Park Disciples of Fu was all Chinook, and Chinook you're associated with resin, earthiness, garlic, and it was just a pineapple bomb. Yeah. It was like, what the fuck? But I think it's because it's all, cold side edition.
How you treat it. Yeah.
It smells really great. Yeah. Limey, lemony, also some candied citrus.
Yeah.
Cheers. Oh, I could drink so much of that.
Yeah. And it has the bitterness reminds me slightly of Pliny, because it
but I think
it has a little more bitterness than most of the slice modern West Coast IPAs. I like that it has just a bit more similar to something like Pliny.
It's like it must be like 70, 80 IBUs. Yeah. But one of the things I also noticed about it is it's definitely more. I don't think it's as refined in terms of different hop flavors as Pliny. But if we talk about new school hop kind of West Coasters, it's towards that, but with an old school hop. It has some of that pineapple and everything, but there's loads of resin still. Yeah. But it's a brighter resin, and whatnot. It's not like that kind of crazy fun modern hop flavor. There's definitely some old school vibes to it, but it's really fucking great. Yeah. Super crisp. Super clean,
very limey, like lime pith. Also almost like slightly underripened pineapple.
It's also got pine and it's also floral. Yeah, and it's also like very bitter, but and really drying. Dead on style wise, 100% dead on how you should do a West Coast IPA. I would love to see them do this, but with more different hops than Centennial.
Yeah, I think so.
Because this is how I want. This is kind of like the Slice style, but a bit with old school flavor. Yeah. But some of the stuff Slice does also has old school flavor.
Yeah.
It's 100%.
It has just a bit more extra bitterness than some like of those, the Slice West Coast IPAs. Yeah, true. Which I enjoy, that it has just a bit more.
But it's also a double IPA. Often they are a bit more bitter than the singles.
And that's another thing. It's a double IPA. It's not too heavy or cloying at all. It's just super crisp and dry.
But that's because you have a light malt backbone. Yeah. I think a lot of brewers, when they brew West Coast IPAs, they think, we need some caramel malt. Blah, blah, blah. No, because if you have a huge malt backbone on a big beer like this, I think you almost have to treat it like the way that when people try to do great triple IPAs, super light malt backbones. And then just try to restrict the fermentation temperature so you don't get too much booze. Because if a triple IPA has loads of malt flavor, it gets cloyingly sweet. Yeah. It needs to be dry, even when it's a New England triple IPA to be really good. And that's like almost the approach of West Coast bleeding into New England, where the hopping techniques of New England is bleeding into West Coast. Yeah. I'm not entirely sure if that's how they've done it, but it kind of tastes like that. There is a bit of a hot side hop type of flavor, because I do think there is some resin, there is some pine, but I don't think it's necessarily hot side. It could also just be characters of loads of Centennial. Yeah. But maybe there is a short burst of hot side, or just like a huge whirlpool. Because it doesn't taste like it has like this, like a lot of classic IPAs, like I think Dogfish Head, just like the 15-minute IPA. Every 15 minutes throughout the boil they add hops. So you get this really resiny, tea leafy, earthy like hop flavor because you boil it for so long. Yeah. You don't get that here. Nope. But you get small essence and specks of it. I even get a hint of black tea. Yeah. Just a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, because I see that. But to me it's mostly that like really bitter lime peel, and then you should say like hints of like resin and
almost like, and also grapefruit. It's almost like you crossed grapefruit and lime. Yeah. Yeah, I fucking love this. I will say though 94, not 95.
Okay, I'll say 95.
Just because I would like a little bit more modern hop flavor. Yeah. That's my only critique. Otherwise, it's a 95 world class. Yeah. But the only thing that drags down, if there was some other hop than just Centennial, I would have loved it more. Yeah. Just to give a bit of more of a just like modern fruit kind of flavor profile. But it could, I could even probably be persuaded on the right day to small 95. But I'm probably going to rate it 4.5 on Untappd, because bringing up the average on West Coast IPAs and fuck the haters. Yeah. But yeah, this is a wonderful, wonderful take on the style.
I don't know why, but we drank it after a few stouts last weekend, and for some reason I remember it as being a little more fruity actually.
But maybe that's because you had something heavy and dark.
Yeah, and then in contrast to that. Yeah, because a week in the can shouldn't...
No.
It shouldn't do a... Yeah.
Not a big difference. No. But it's definitely better than the first time around.
Yeah. It is. But I'll stick to 95.
It's fucking good. So, if you guys had a chance to try track Crosby hops and Bagby's and managing expectations in the 2022 variant.
It's canned in late January, I think. Yeah. 10th of January.
So if you had this, let us know what you thought of it. Yeah. It's drinking great. Get some right now. We're going to air this review before a lot of other things, so you guys can try and get this fresh, because it's a wonderful West Coast IPA. And
hopefully we'll see more from the UK like this.
Yes. Hey, Trek, if you watch this, please play around with modern hops in this, because if you start doing this more, you'd be the kings of West Coast IPAs too, and not just like doing some of the best haze in Europe. So yeah, if you guys had a chance to try this one, let us know what you thought of it. As always, remember to comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page, and Twitter and Instagram. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and ring the bell for future notifications about videos. And we're going to say cheers. Yeah. And see you guys in another video.